Greetings. This is Gyp-C coming to you with a general collective message. So only take what resonate and leave the rest. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Wands. So this speaks of victory. The victory is yours. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Even though you don't, if you're not these signs, just know victory is yours. So the overall energy is victory is mine. So, collective, we're going to tap in and see who, what, where, or why is this victory. Okay, so we got Seven of Wands coming out, more fire energy. Seven of Wands speaks of being guarded, protected, blocking. With the Hierophant at the bottom, you could have either you have a spiritual team around you that is keeping you so heavily protected, guarded, and blocking out all negativity, or possibly someone you may or could have a covenant, because the Hierophant speaks of like high counsel, mentor, here covenant, also speaks of religion, boundaries, you standing strong in your belief system. So somebody, you may have like an organization coming up against you. Whoever you are, we already know the overall energy is victory is yours. Like I said, with the Seven of Wands, just know you are guarded and protected. In other words, whoever I'm talking to, you are to fear no one but God. And when God is in you and you are working with Source, then there's no human out here that you should be afraid of, okay? So I feel like I'm being led to let somebody know that. So even if you're someone who's tapping in spiritually and just say, hey, maybe you was in the church and you decided to step away because you was following your intuition and not what others was telling you to do, and then you realize maybe they're trying to come up against you or whatever, you're blocking them. Your spiritual team is protecting you. You're guarded, you're protected, and guess what? No matter what, you standing 10 toes down. So whatever knowledge that you're gaining, it's the knowledge that God has for you to gain. It's the wisdom that you're supposed to know. So do not unknow it because some other motherfuckers can't understand, overstand, and understand. Okay? And like I said, Hierophant energy, I could be talking to a Taurus. I could be talking to somebody who already know you have seen God, you have walked with God. God has taken you up in the spiritual realm, okay? Don't nobody know that but you and the Most High. So you cannot allow these humans to tell you what your relationship is with the Most High, okay? What else, Spirit? So we got 10 of Cups coming out on the fence. So I could be talking to someone. Maybe you have family members coming up against you. Queen of Wands at the bottom. 10 of Cups speaks of happy family dynamic, harmony, peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in full fulfillment. So I don't know whether, like I say, if it's family coming up against you, Source has you, have them blocked. You're protected. You're guarded. Like I said, you know what God has for you to do. What people don't realize and family don't realize, we are all our own individual person. We can have the same mother and father, and you can have sister and brothers. Each of y'all have your own individual life path that y'all have to walk. Okay? Walk your fucking life path. And that's all I'm going to say. 10 of Cups with the Queen of Wands at the bottom. Queen of Wands is a mother figure. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Queen of Wands is very fiery, passionate, nurturer. Okay, you know, you're a mother figure. Emotionally, like I say, we talking about fire. So y'all know how it is. Aries, Leo, Sag, whatever they say. I ain't want to say like they shit talkers, but hey, they gonna speak up. So I don't know whether right now to your family you could be looking like the Queen of Wands to them, where you fucking you looking hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? And you got victory. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Whoever I'm talking to, just say you flip-flopped it. You left the church. You chose another route because you realized the route that the whole family was going. Everybody's still miserable. Everybody's still talking about one another. Everybody's still on the bullshit. And you chose another route. You pull back. You start sitting with self. Doing your woosah and, you know what I'm saying, your yoga. Anything to help bring you with peace, with self, and with God. And the crazy thing about it, when you started doing this shit, you started prospering. Unbeknownst to you, they even see that you started prospering. And because of that, like I said, some of them hate. Some of them probably want to say you worshiping the devil. And the first thing, like I'm just waiting on a motherfucker to tell me that so I can ask them how. How do you worship the devil? Because it take a devil worshiper to know one. So bitch, tell me how. Okay? But thing is, they seeing that you at peace now. Because you done fall back from all the bullshit, all the gossiping. And then now it's like they want to know why and how you so at peace. Why you got the victory that you have. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling like. 8 of Wands to the 7 of Cups. So here comes the 8 of Wands. We already got the 7 of Wands out here. So you already know you're guarded, you're protected. You standing 10 toes down because you know what you and Source don't talk about. Like I say, even if you got family coming up against you because they don't understand or overstand your mission, excuse me, that's on them. Whatever you got going on, just know it's going to happen quickly. With the 8 of Wands, shit is moving fast. You got quick messages coming in. I just heard messages of concern. With the 7 of Cups coming out with that, I don't know whether somebody, either you're going to be creating options, because I feel like you somebody, you may be having visions. You may be having visions of the future. Other people's future and yours. Okay, and if you are, I feel like you're a strong seer. If this is what it is. Because 7 of Cups speaks of having daydreams, illusions, gaslighting, people playing you as an option. You could be creating options. People could be wanting to use you as an option. Emotionally, just basically trying to play with your emotions. So, but like I say, if it's not emotional wise, then like I say, someone tried to play you as an option. Somebody tried to gaslight you. Like I said, especially if I'm talking to someone who chose to step back to gain some type of knowledge. And when you started trying to tell people shit, they wanted to gaslight you. But like I said, whoever you are, continue to stand in your convictions, okay? Because they can convict you anyway. But as long as you know you're speaking the truth, you stand on your shit. Because whoever you are, you're a strong seer. This is what I'm feeling. So, just because they can't see what you see, and they want to be blind to the fact, when the shit happens to their ass, they'll remember. Yeah, Knight of Swords energy. I don't know whether you got somebody swooping in, coming in, highly energetic collective. There's an Emperor at the bottom. So maybe there's someone. First of all, the Knight of Swords is somebody who's highly energetic, ready to take on the world. Okay? As you can tell, I really feel like, because with the 8 of Wands, and that speaks of fast motion, I feel like somebody, whatever it is that you're doing, you're taking action on quickly. And I don't know whether, like I said, whatever vision that you got, maybe you are acting on it. Possibly, like I said, if I'm not talking about Aries in your energy, maybe you are this emperor. You stepping more into your leadership role. Okay. What else? Yeah, with the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups speaks of charm and charismatic coming towards you with the Ten of Swords at the bottom. Ten of Swords speaks of good or bad, it has ended. I don't know whether there's a person, but they're not coming as in their full, total if it's a masculine, they're not coming as like they're coming in as a knight, okay? Knight means you still got room to be on your bullshit when you're a knight. All right, so I don't know whether someone is trying to come in and pretend that they're high vibrational when actually they're a gaslighter, because possibly they see how quick shit moving for you, and hell, it could be even family trying to come back in, coming towards you on some Knight of Cups type of energy, like they all loving and charming and shit, and they could possibly be coming in to try to stab your ass in the back again. Okay, collective, so pay attention to the energy. What else, Spirit? Fool card coming out in reverse with the Eight of Swords. So the Fool card is someone taking a leap of faith, being like in your childlike energy, not having a care in the world because you know Source got you. But this Fool card is in the reverse. So someone could be failing to take that leap of faith. Someone could be failing to let God take the wheel. But whoever you are, I feel like slowly but surely, because the Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom, another knight. This is the hard-working knight, but he's slow, but he's hard-working. So I don't know whether, but slowly but surely, someone, because the Eight of Swords speaks of being in like a self-mental imprisonment, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like you're coming up out of being stuck in your head. Whoever you are is like you're not taking a leap of faith, but then slowly but surely, I feel like you're gonna slowly but surely someone is listening to their intuition. Because I really feel like after this reading, you're gonna realize that little voice that you're hearing is your higher self, your inner child, your spirit guides, your ancestors trying to help lead you and guide you and let you know you have nothing to be afraid of. Because when your spirit team is leading you, you have nothing to be afraid of. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody, you so wrapped in to what other people are going to think about you. Fuck what they think about you. Because people can think about you all day. That ain't going to put no food on your table. So you need to start thinking about you and worry about how you going to look at yourself at the end of the day. Okay, we got to stop worrying about what other people going to think. There's something out here for everybody. And when God tell you, if you sitting there and God tell you get up and walk around the house 7 times, in your mind you're going to be like, huh? But I guarantee you, walk around your house 7 times, by the time you finish that 7th time, there'll be something God will be prevailing to you. I might be using the wrong word. Producing to you. I'm telling you, you have to start listening to that faint, quiet, soft voice. That soft voice that's there during the midst of the chaos. Okay? And I feel like this is what this Eight of Swords in the reverse is about. Because in the upright, somebody, you would be stuck in your head. You would hear voices, good voices telling you how to do good shit. But you wouldn't act on those voices. Like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody. You would act on the voice that'll tell you, go through that nigga phone. Granted, you probably is going to find some shit. But you already know you're going to find some shit. But still, yeah, you're going to listen at the voice that say, go through the phone, knowing you're going to find some shit just so you can start with the bullshit and the drama. Instead of go with the quiet, soft voice that say, just leave him alone. You already know he done hurt your heart. Get your little bit of shit. Go on about your business. If he ain't your shit, ask him to remove himself. You know, it's like, y'all listen to the voice at the wrong fucking time. Some of y'all. Because those at that low vibration, y'all listening at the voice when y'all mad and angry. And then that shit have you doing some shit you gonna regret doing. Instead of listening at the voice when you happy and peaceful. Matter of fact, keep yourself in a happy and peaceful state. So that you can always have the higher voice speak. Because see, when y'all realize, y'all like to talk about hell and heaven. And the thing about that, all that shit is in you. When you mad and angry, you hell. When you nice and sweet, you heaven. See, y'all got to understand that shit. The heaven and hell is in you. Ain't no up there, ain't no down there. It's in you. Choose to be heavenly or happily and be peaceful. Instead of choosing to be hellful and hectic and chaotic. But like I said, this is just from Gyp-C perspective. Okay? So back to the reading. What else, Spirit? King of Swords. Masculine energy. Air. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. King of Swords could be like a spirit guide. Or it could be an actual person. Or you could be the King of Swords. When you're in your King of Swords energy, you're using your mind. You're intellectually. You're making choices intellectually. Logically. Not emotionally. When you logically, like you, man, if I'm talking to a female and you in your masculine King of Swords energy, then you out here making good choices, good decisions. Okay? Page of Wands at the bottom. Some type of spark or idea, inspiration, or some type of good news that's coming. It could be a King of Swords coming in, bringing you some good news. Or there could be, like I say, a spirit guide coming in, helping bring in some good news. Well, so far, this is actually the only masculine or feminine energy that's on the board is this King of Swords. So, like I said, maybe I'm talking to a King of Swords. Maybe at one point you was kind of stuck in your head. But other than that, like I said, I feel like someone, you may have a spirit guide coming in. Yeah, coming in to help balance some things out. Now, the Ace of Swords came out in the reverse. Oh, okay, so, alright. There's a Knight of Wands at the bottom. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I feel like this King of Swords, if it's not you, then there's the King of Swords in your energy collective that's coming to help you balance out some things. Possibly you have a Knight of Wands that's coming in wanting some type of opportunity. But I feel like they're not going to get it with the Ace being in the reverse. Okay? Be mindful. You may have let me say it like this. If I'm talking to a feminine and you had a King of Swords in your energy who possibly, was juggling you, I feel like they no longer is going to have that opportunity to juggle you. Because maybe you're in the Knight of Wands energy and you're going on moseying in another direction. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's one way to look at it. Now, if it's not that, then like I said, there's a King of Swords out here coming in to help balance some things out. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles being in reverse, there could be a Knight of Wands that's trying to come towards you, 2020 on the clock. And they thinking they coming in for some type, because the Knight of Wands is usually somebody on some one-night stand type of bullshit. But with the Ace in the reverse, I feel like there's no shot or opportunity that they can come in and get. Because like I said, Seven of Wands was the first card out. Sources blocking and guarding and protecting you, I feel like, from things that's not bringing you peace and harmony right now. Yeah, got the Four of Swords. Yeah, it's time to take a break. Somebody has been put on a break. I'm hearing a leave of absence. Yeah, with the Five of Wands, it's like, yeah, your source is putting you on a break from all these chaotic and conflicted people that you have been allowing around in your energy. Could be a damn friend, or a partnership, or a relationship. Yeah, because possibly, yeah, somebody, you got to face some harsh realities. Source put somebody in a timeout. I'm going to say it like that. You need to get some rest. You're taking a break. The opportunity is a no-go. The opportunity is on pause. It's a break with this opportunity. I don't know whether it's some type of harsh reality, some type of harsh truth, some type of harsh facts that you needed to face in a situation. Alright? Yeah, it might have been some type of lover's situation. Because remember, the overall energy is victory. Somebody having victory. Well, I'm talking to a feminine. Yeah, you had a King of Swords come in and throw a wrench in something because it wasn't equal love. Somebody had to make a decision. The Lover speaks of choices, unity, loving what's right in front of you. And just like I said, decision, choices. So someone had a choice to make. You faced the fact. You took the rose-colored glasses off. Okay, why is the Three of Swords here? Yeah, because you realize this person was in more competition with you and was trying to have you competing for them. And instead of you doing all that shit, you chose to go somewhere and be single and abundant and focus on your money. Yeah, and you went and stood in your personal powers. And you let source guide you on to calmer waters. So yeah, this is why this person got victory. It took a spirit guide came in and helped somebody realize some shit. That's what I'm getting. There was a spirit guide came in and helped. Wow, and this ain't even supposed to be in reverse now. But this is good, is that it's in reverse. You're standing in your personal powers, and because of that, everything in your life is changing right now. Your finances are changing. Your mindset is changing. You probably felt like you were being left out in the cold. Now I feel like, hell, you don't even give a fuck. You be glad to sit by yourself. Okay? Because I feel like while you sitting by yourself, you're going through a whole transformation. The old you is dying and the new you is being rebirthed. Okay? So, yeah. King of Pentacles just came out. Masculine energy, Capricorn towards Virgo. But it came out in reverse. So, once again, this is the only energy that's out here is masculine energy, for sure. And keep in mind, you could be a feminine that's in your masculine energy. Hey, I'm just talking about shit in general, but the masculine energy is what's coming out. So, with the King of Pentacles being in reverse, maybe there's a masculine energy. The King of Pentacles, to me, in reverse is a low vibrational masculine. Could be having money issues. You know, could not be providing like they want. Also could be a warlock, in a sense, a low vibrational practitioner, a corrupt masculine, a corrupt person. But whoever they are, they're in their feelings right now. They're in some type of funk, some type of depressing state. And like I say, maybe there was a masculine. Hey, I could be talking about two masculines. Y'all put away go. Yeah. Because the Nine of Pentacles just came out in reverse. So there's a low vibrational masculine earth energy. And you may not even be earth energy, but you are distributing. I might have said the wrong word. Distributing. I don't know. But you're giving off as bum energy. Not good with money. Because the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who either they, what's the word? Money hungry, gold digger. Not good with money. But they're just on the knot right now. And like I say, I don't know whether that's coming to an end. That could be coming to an end. Somebody, finances could be about to go through a death and rebirth. Hang one energy. This is source. So someone could be feeling stuck right now. Stuck, stagnant. Not sure which way to go. And this is the universe doing this. Okay? Because I'm telling you, source needed somebody to sit and look at something from a whole different perspective. Everything has a different perspective and a different perception. Okay? And sometimes source will put a wrench in some things. A wrench. I almost sound like one of my ancestors. Will put a wrench in some things so that we could take a step back and be like, okay, for one, source will let shit happen to see whether the people in your energy is really the ones for you. Let's see, let me do this and see if the collective see whether this friend gonna come through like they should come through, like you been coming through for them. I'm gonna do this. Let me see if collective friend gonna come through for them like how she or he came through for them. Let me do this. So it's like sometimes source could be doing stuff so that you can look at something from a different perspective and a different perception. Yeah, because like I said, somebody in your energy got upset with you. Okay? You might have had a fight with somebody, agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? You decided to take what you could and just say, get the fuck on. Type of shit. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups coming out on the fence. So it's like someone, your wish fulfillment, your dreams come true. I don't know whether it's kind of like on pause. That could be kind of on pause. Maybe there's some burdens that you're carrying that you are in need to lay down. Like, let me tell y'all. When you know you got blessings coming, you know you got them coming, but before you can get them, you got to lay down whatever is burdening you. Whatever you ain't going to need in this next mission, next journey, you got to lay that shit down. So, in order for you to get your wishes fulfilled, your dreams come true, you got to lay down what the shit that's weighing you down. If it ain't yours, let it go. Like, quit letting people put their laundry in your wash. Because then now you putting all that shit in your clothes. Let that shit stay in their clothes and you wash with your shit. If it ain't your shit, take it out the laundry now, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all burdening yourself with other people's shit. And they come and drop the load on you. And now you working a couple more hours longer while they out somewhere partying with another motherfucker. But that's your friend, though. Y'all figure this shit out. The highway or the easy way. We got the magician coming out. So like I said, either somebody trying to do magic, and magic could be a bitch lying. Trying to manipulate you into thinking that they for you when they really not. But at the end of the day, if it's not that, then you could be a hellified magician. And you somebody who done alchemize all this energy that people done sent to you. I could be talking to a Capricorn with the devil, whoever you are. You could be let me see how to put this. The magician to the devil. To me, it's kind of tricky. Like I said, when you're a magician, you're an alchemist. You know how to take, let me say it like this. You can take toxic situations and turn that bitch into some kind of good. Let me say it like that. Whoever you are. And if it's not that, you could be a magician and people could be obsessed with you. I don't know if you're a magician and are you obsessed. You might be somebody who be looking for damn negative energy so you can transmute that shit. I don't know. Damn, with the chariot behind that. That speaks of succeeding. I feel like when you put these together, magician with the devil, whoever you are, people are going to be obsessed with you. You got victory. The chariot speaks of victory. And like I said, you could be a Capricorn. The King of Pentacles is out here. The King of Swords is out here. And some places that I'm learning with tarot, some call the swords earth energy. But whoever you are, like I said, you're going to have victory. Why is the magician here? To the page of wands. So somebody, you're manifesting some good news. With the 10 over the page of wands to the 10 of wands. I feel like the good news is that you're about to lay whatever it is that you've been carrying. You're about to be laying it down. I'm hearing laying it by the wayside. Lay it by the wayside. Page of Cups. Someone, your emotions are changing towards something. Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, someone's emotions is changing. You could also be somebody that's getting intuitive messages. Highly intuitive. Someone, you could be manifesting some good news. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely, you're manifesting some good news. I'm hearing something else. Some good shit. Somebody manifesting some good shit. 6 of Pentacles. Equal reciprocity, equal give and take. Someone, you could have a gift coming. You could be sharing your gifts with others. Temperance at the bottom. So, slowly but surely, find you a calm atmosphere. Make you a calm and pleasant place. Because I feel like with the Page of Cups, somebody, you have a gift. Your gift could be linked with your mental. And what I mean by that, you could be somebody that give good advice. Because with the King of Swords being out here, you could be the type of King of Swords, yeah, people come to for advice. But 6 of Pentacles to the Temperance. Slowly but surely, somebody, you got a gift coming in. Slowly but surely, you got gifts that could be awakening. Slowly but surely, you have equal reciprocity coming. With justice behind that, the scales is about to be balanced. What else, Spirit? Here come that Queen of Swords. Now we got some feminine energy out here. Queen of Swords is someone just like the masculine. She don't play no games. Intelligent as a motherfucker. Mental on. Can't touch it. You can come up there with all kind of. You can come up there with all kind of dumb shit all you want. The Queen of Swords just going to sit there and listen. And going to be looking right through your ass at the same time if you up there with some hum-bum shit. So this could be somebody's gift. Someone's gift is to be a Queen of Swords. Give advice. Because when you speak, people listen. Slowly but surely. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Why is this Queen in here? Why is this Queen of Swords here, Spirit? Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, to the King of Wands. So, the Queen of Swords, no nonsense, tell her like it is, listen, but already done made her mind up. Someone could be in their feelings. I don't know whether the Queen of Swords collective, if this is you, if you and your Queen of Swords energy, you got somebody in their feelings, possibly because, well, ain't no somebody. There's a King of Wands in his feelings. There's Leo Sagittarius in his feelings because you possibly done pull your energy back. So, yeah, I feel like the overall energy of this deck, yeah, we was talking about a masculine. And now I'm understanding that there's a feminine out here who has victory because she's decided to pull her energy back. From a King of Wands. No wonder. Because possibly this King of Wands stabbed her in the back. Up to 10 times. And left him for dead. Look at it. Left him for dead. So yeah. And what kind of shit is that? See, that's the shit that does me with people in general. They would do something to you. Then when you wake up to the shit and decide to protect yourself by pulling your blade out, now all of a sudden the motherfucker want to become the victim and then they want to get in their feelings because, oh, damn, how did they find out that I wasn't shit? Then once you realize that they realize that you done found out that they ain't shit and start pulling back your energy and shit, while you pulling back, now they want to start holding tight. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing but this King of Wands. Now, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles is already out here. And here comes the King of Wands. The passionate motherfucker. The lover. The one who wants to come in dropping D and thinking that's all they supposed to do. They think they stabbing up the cooch and stabbing you in the back at the same damn time. You know, type shit. What else, Spirit? What else? So now they want to be in some type of regret. Now they want to open up themselves and want to come towards you and show you the love that they didn't give you when they had the chance to give it to you. See, it be the bullshit. And here go the Three of Wands at the bottom, which speaks of waiting. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you to wait till they get their shit together, till they decided whether they was ready to open up to you or whether they wanted to keep you in your damn head thinking and contemplating like, why is they doing this to me? But you know what happened was you flipped it. And this is why I feel like you have victory. That's why the overall energy is someone having victory. Yeah, Seven of Swords. This person regrets snaking you in the fucking back. And the King of Cups at the bottom. Because, yeah, they didn't show love like they should. Because, see, this is the only king that ain't on the board yet. We got the money one. We got the passionate one. We got the mental one. We ain't got the loving one out here on the board yet. So this further lets me know. With the Seven of Swords out here, this masculine And like I said, it could have been the Emperor. The Emperor embodies all the kings. The Emperor did show himself at the bottom of the deck early on in the reading. And he was on some shicey shit whenever he showed himself. But this person is a wolf in sheep clothing. Now they possibly regretting the shit because they know instead of them coming in as a King of Cups, they chose to be everything but that. They want to come in and try to mental fuck you with some bullshit, probably. Then they came in and try to money fuck you. Then they came in and passionately fucked you. But guess what? Justice is finna be served. Finna. Scales about to be balanced. I don't know whether the people you once celebrated was. Justice is about to be served on their ass. If you was ever dealing with somebody that spirit had to guard and protect you from, justice is about to be served on their ass. Anybody who was mad, aggressive, argumentative with you, who repetitively did shit to you, having it, basically somebody made you step into your wounded warrior era, because it's like you had to continue to be resilient. People repetitively did shit, but you stayed resilient. And that, my people, is why you got victory. Keeping the faith. Continuing to be 10 toes down. This is why you're so resilient. And this is why someone has victory. See, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together. And I'm going to go back to saying what I said in the beginning. Whoever I'm talking to, don't fear nobody but God. Eight of Pentacles, like I said, because you work for and with the Most High. Temperance, angel at the bottom. I'm talking to somebody. You are one of God's angels. You were sent here, and you have a mission, and you damn near mastering it. You mastering it, baby. And the key is to make sure you keep yourself in a calm and pleasant atmosphere. You know, if you know you work for God, then you know all this shit is illusion. You know, everything that we going through is what we signed up for before we came through the womb. We just forgot doing the coming out the womb process. See, when we was a baby, we still knew. But as we grew, we're talking about babies. Here come the Empress. Mother figure. Birth of a nation. You about to lay these burdens down, baby. Okay? You work for the Most High. You are the divine being. Hell, women, we are gods. Who takes a man's sperm and months later, a whole human life come from it? Granted, if it wasn't for that man's sperm, you know, it takes both of us. Okay, that's why we need the masculine and the feminine energies. And that's why, in my opinion, anything that debunks the divine feminine and only speaks on the masculine, you can kick rocks, because shit don't work without the feminine and the masculine energy. So, and you can go fight your mama on that. I don't want to hear nothing. Well, y'all can put whatever in the comments. I said what I said. I'm just saying. You need the masculine and the feminine energy. So anything that's not honoring the feminine energy, I'm not honoring you. So, those who know, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But back on track. Source works with you. You are the divine feminine. You are the creator. You help bring life. And if you're not someone who's pregnant, you're about to birth ideas, medicines, everything that here, you here to help. You here to help. So that's what I say. You may be feeling burdened, but just know God don't put no more on you than you can bear. God don't put no more on us than we can bear. I'm just here to tell somebody, stop trying to go around your problems and go ahead and go through them. Because the more you go around them, Source is going to bring them back around until you go through them. Here comes the Queen of Wands. Passionate, fiery, desirable, feminine energy. With the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Loving, nurturing, highly intuitive. So yeah. This is why someone has victory. I feel like it's an empress. You have victory. Queen of Pentacles. Mother figure. Nurturing. Getting to the bag. Making that money. Page of Swords. Could be being watched. Or could be being talked about. Like I said, whoever you are, you being watched and talked about. You being watched and talked about the good. Being watched and talking about the bad. And it's because they talking and watching because they know you're resilient. And whoever I'm talking to, they don't see that you are an empress. Somebody done so much to you, they was trying to make you act out of character. And I feel like whoever you are a knower, you a seer. So you pretty much, your spiritual team kind of always has you prepared for what was about to happen next. Like, I'm talking to somebody who, once you started paying attention, soon as somebody car pull up, you'll be sitting there like, okay, this bitch about to come in with the bullshit. And as soon as they start with the bullshit, you would just be sitting there smiling. And they wondering why you smiling. Not knowing you smiling because Source just told me you was coming here with the bullshit. Like, I don't know about it for nobody else, but it just got to the point now that it's just funny to me. Because I swear all I be doing is just sitting there, just trying to understand what God telling me to do. Understanding who God telling me to move out of my life. And I just be sitting at peace, and then here comes the demons. And it's crazy, because it's like, the one who will call you the devil, they be the ones. Like, anybody that comes to stir somebody else's peace, bitch, you was a heathen. And you need to understand, and overstand that shit. You are the heathen. When you sitting, watching somebody be happy by their motherfucking self, smiling. And then here you come, why you so happy? Because, bitch, I can breathe without an oxygen tank. Without any help other than what God done made my body to do by itself. That's why I'm happy. Y'all gotta watch people like that. Who, when you mind your business, happy, and they come in, disrupt your motherfucking peace. That's when I be hearing that. You know, when you sitting there, you in your lovely, happy space, happy place, as they say. And then here come a motherfucking demon to make that shit as the record scratch. And then you like, telling you. And then as soon as you say something out the way, you the bad guy. Like, bitch, you didn't see me meditating. You ain't, it's that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, wherever you are, continue to keep your 10 toes down. Continue to be resilient. Okay, Spirit, now I hate some shit going on over there. That was confirmation. Did y'all hear that? Something fell over there. Yeah. Be resilient, baby, because you got the will. The will is in your favor in this season. You got new love coming in. New opportunity. Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups speaks of a perfect, divine union. In this season, somebody, you have new opportunity at love coming. That's another reason why somebody's going to have victory. With the World card, you mess around, this fortune is going to have you being viewed and seen by people all over the world. It's written all over the world. With the chariot at the bottom. Okay. More success. Okay. I'm trying to tell you. This is God talking now. These are two high iconic cards. The other card was a high iconic card at the bottom. And look at the moon coming out. So, I'm telling you, Source is doing some things behind the scenes that's gonna work out for you. This is why you're gonna have victory. It could be something you're doing on social media. That Six of Wands also speaks of having a social, like being seen socially, having social recognition. With the moon, this could be happening like overnight. People are going to be watching you. This is why you're going to have victory, collective. This is what this victory is about, collective. Come on, through spirit. With the Six of Swords. Watch it coming out in the reverse. But just always know, maybe there's somebody slowly but surely behind the scenes also trying to keep you from moving on to stability, moving on to calmer waters. Because with the Six of Swords coming out in reverse, someone could be trying to delay you. Or basically, I feel like they more so delaying themselves. Okay? That's what I feel like. They're more so delaying them motherfucking selves. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Six of Swords. So, yes, I love it when I see you in the reverse. So, the Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody don't want you to move. Six of Swords in the upright. It speaks of motion. Like I said, moving on to calmer waters. Someone don't want you to move on to calmer waters. And with the Eight of Cups coming out in reverse, because the Eight of Cups in the upright speaks of walking away from person, places, or things that no longer serve you. Going on a journey by yourself. But it's in reverse. So, this moon, someone could be behind the scenes trying to keep you from leaving their ass. But guess what? Guess what? All this came out with the devil in the reverse. And I love when the devil come out in the reverse. Because that means these motherfuckers here who trying to attach to you, they being released. Okay? So whoever I'm talking to, slowly but surely, had this last moon. Because there was a lot of energy came through with this last, I think we had a full moon. It's been a lot of energy came through with that full moon. I feel like with this last moon shift, a lot of people realized who were their friends and who were their foes. And they're releasing these motherfuckers. And I'm going to tell you how I can't make this shit up. Because the Two of Cups at the bottom. Somebody, you might have had a friend. Could have had a partner. When I say partner, I mean like a business partner. A relationship is relationship. Same sex, opposite sex, that's the relationship. So I'm trying to let y'all understand when I say partner, I mean a business partner. Friend, friends, homies, besties. Relationship, okay? So you're releasing some type of friend, partnership, or relationship. They don't want you to move on. But like I say, Source has bigger plans. Y'all was being good all night. I was catching y'all before y'all hit the floor. And it's somebody from your past. Six of Cups. Somebody from your past that you're releasing. I don't know whether they at a distance from you now. Someone's taking a trip down memory lane. And you're releasing them. So it's a past person that's being released. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, because they're burdens. They're burdensome. They were burdensome. So somebody, you got to release somebody from your past. They're burdensome. I don't know whether this person, like, they're a strong, burdensome motherfucker. Or let me say it like this. Whoever you are, you don't have to be burdened. You have the strength to lay these burdens the fuck down, okay? Just know that. You have the strength to lay these burdens down. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Ten of Wands. Being burdensome. Laying these burdens down. Ten of Pentacles. Creating generational wealth. What else? Being a generational curse breaker. Everything coming into fruition. But I don't be careful, because I don't know if you got somebody in your energy that is wanting a passionate new beginning with you. And it's like I'm trying to say it where I won't get flagged. Somebody in your energy possibly, they want to lay with you, but then they don't want to have a divine union with you. Okay? So, be mindful of that. But like I said, whoever you are abundant. You're creating wealth. You may have people around you that's going to feel burdened if you are the one that create this wealth. Hint, hint. You know how some people be like, oh, damn, why is it you type shit? When at the end of the day, you the only one willing to help any fucking body. Versus the ones who got shit and won't help eat motherfucking soul type shit. Okay? So it's like you might have somebody in your energy like, whoa, it's you. Why is it you? Queen of Cups coming out on the fence. So I don't know whether there's somebody who's emotionally You know what I mean by that? Sometimes they emotionally stable and sometimes they not. Okay, but whoever you are with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom, make sure you try to stay focused. Okay, try to stay focused. Because when the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, you make the wrong decisions when you're emotionally unstable. That's why it's good to be in your Queen of Swords energy when you want to make decisions. Because emotionally, females, we don't need to make decisions when we emotionally unstable. Because our emotions change. For the moment, you might be mad for 2 hours, but then 2 hours later, you could be happy. And now you done made some decision on some shit that you was mad for 2 hours. And you done fuck up a whole lifetime worth of shit. So that's what I mean by that. Try to go somewhere, breathe it out, box it out with a punching bag or something. Or with the exercise machine. To, you know, get yourself calm and at a more mentally relaxed state. Get your emotions about the way. Okay? Because emotions change. That's what your feelings are for. To feel. What else, Spirit? Yeah, because there's a tower about to happen. Someone's will be going through a tower moment. The tower could be good for some, could be bad for others. Basically, if you started some shit on some lies, that shit's coming down. Okay? Point blank. And like I said, it could be a friendship. Somebody might have started some shit on some lies. The shit coming down. Yeah. At 3 of Wands energy at a distance. Waiting on the ships to roll in. Someone might be waiting for some changes. Page of Pentacles at the bottom. I feel like somebody could be an empath. Someone could be feeling the energy now. You being more aware of what's going on. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know if this is relevant, but I'm hearing it. With 3 of Pentacles coming out in the reverse, speaks of working alone. Because in the upright, it would mean you're collaborating with somebody. I don't know whether from a distance. Y'all be mindful. Somebody could be sending shots at you from a distance. But just know it ain't work. And even that, someone at a distance could be trying to delay some things. I really feel like this Tower moment is going to delay some things for somebody. Three of Pentacles coming out in reverse. I feel like whoever you are, it's something that you're going to be working on by yourself. It could be pertaining to love. Or it could be pertaining to some type of opportunity that you're going to love to do. But just know you could be working by yourself. Which is a good thing, because if it's pertaining to money, then you know you'll be working. Can't make this shit up. With the Seven of Pentacles coming out. If it's pertaining to money, it'll be all yours. The Three of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. With the Six of Wands at the bottom, the overall energy of this reading. Victory being yours. Seven of Pentacles speaks of planting the seeds. Watching the harvest grow. Okay, collective. There's a Tower moment that's going to happen. And this Tower moment could be from rags to riches. It's some work you done put in. You're waiting on the ships to roll in. When they do roll in, just know it is all for you. You didn't collaborate with nobody outside of your spiritual team. So just know when it all come in, it's all for you. Seven of Pentacles, like I said, you planted some seeds. They've grown. Now it's time for you to go back and harvest them. When you harvest them, the investments that you make, do not invest them in nobody outside of you. Okay? Because like I say, this is your victory. This is going to be your victory, says the Lord. See, you've been investing in everybody outside of yourself. And sources saying, Can't make this shit up. Hermit energy, sources about to put you into solitude. Sitting with self. Gaining wisdom. Because there you're going to see and have clarity over everything. Everything. Collecting. Come on through, Spirit. What else? Yes, you're going to have clarity over everything. And I mean, you got a strong sense of clarity. Strength card. And you're going to be moving into stability. Because from that Three of Wands to where the work you done put in and the ships that you waiting to roll in, now you're going to be able to celebrate all the work that you did. So it's like, listen, you're going to have a strong celebration. Lovers at the bottom. Choices. Shit, you may have more than one level to choose from by the time all this shit over with, collective. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? What else the collective need to know? Knight of Wands. If this isn't a person, Page of Pentacles at the bottom. Like I said, I could be talking to a reader. I could be talking to somebody who's spiritual. It's time for you to open up your own shit. Now is the time. You're going to move. Source is going to move someone. Once they move you, now is the time for you to focus. You're going to have clarity already. You already got clarity, whoever you are. You're going to have a decision. Ooh, excuse me. Go for it. Judgment coming out here. Judgment came out in the reverse. Someone is refusing to take accountability, answer their calling, or go through this awakening. Point blank. It could be a Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And if it's not that, then it could be some groups of people that you used to celebrate with could possibly be going through judgment. They could be under judgment. With the Star card coming out, some type of hope, fears, dreams, wishes, like about to come true. Once again, with the Six of Wands at the bottom, someone is going to have victory. Okay, collective, this is what I'm getting. It was some people in your energy that did some shit. Like I said, instead of you choosing to be as low and hateful as them, you decided to remove yourself. You went and healed. You probably healed yourself. When you chose to go heal, that sent this Tower moment, which caused a trickle effect to any and everyone that ever did you wrong, and now their ass is under judgment. Because they stabbed you in the back. Because they stabbed you in the back. And now they have to go sit, I'm hearing, in spiritual jail, spiritual court. Spiritual jail or spiritual court. For some type of decision that they made. For some type of choice that they made. And now they're in this Nine of Swords energy to where they're up, losing sleep, having nightmares, restless nights, anxiety. Because they want to sit and talk about you. Someone, what I'm getting with the Lovers here, it was somebody you probably used to, had some type of thing with. They stabbed you in the back. You went and healed. Because of that, now all they can do, what they're about to be doing is watching you find the love and have the love that you was always supposed to have. Temperance. Like I said, someone you are either that goddamn victory again. Someone is being tempted. They watching you. You looking good. You healed. And you looked healed. You're looking like an angel. Because you went and found peace, balance, moderation with your time, you're looking good. You having victory. This person has to watch you. They have to watch you have this victory. That's going to be their karma. They're going to have to watch you have this victory. And it's going to have their ass at a crossroads. Because they're not sure. They're going to be like, wait a minute. This person was crazy over me at one point. But see, like I said, those rose-colored glasses came off. You went and found balance with yourself. With the Chariot here, your light and your dark became one. In the light, let the dark guide you away from these people that didn't mean you no good. In the dark, let the light show you how to heal. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you have victory. And look at the card coming out. This is why you have victory, collective. This is why you are succeeding, collective. And this is why you are happy and enlightened. Fertile, abundant. Got the people backing you up. People rooting for you. Collective, this is why I end the reading. I hope this reading find who it needs to find. I really do. This has been a long reading, but I guess it was worth it. Peace, you guys.